First Bank has been helping meet the financial needs of residents and businesses of Glades, Henry, Lee counties since 1922. This year, 2022, First Bank celebrates their centennial year, growing from one office to seven, from $250,000 in assets to nearly $650 million today. And they continue to give back and support the community that does the same for them. Now, First Bank's goal has always been to better serve the communities by providing the banking products and services that simplify finances and continuously forge lasting relationships with their customers. And joining us today on Big Lake Now is Chairman of the Board of First Bank, Miller Couse. Mr. Couse, thank you so much for joining us today on Big Lake Now. How are you?
I am great, Tanya. Thanks for having me, and we just are thrilled to be celebrating our 100-year anniversary.
What a milestone, 100 years, not only
no doubt
in business, but in the same area that you started, and that's amazing. And
that's true.
I can't imagine another company that I can think of off the top of my head that has that kind of claim that they can put on their business like First Bank. Now, the bank's been open for 100 years this year, and you've worked there for over 40 years. What changes in that time have you seen, or that have you been there for?
Well, I think, Tanya, looking back, I think technology has been a big thing. That Howard Kurtz was a former president and chairman of the board, and back in the 70s, Howard was very progressive and very much into technology. In fact, we had a small computer, and we even had our first ATM, which started in 1976. So we have tried to keep up with technology as best that we can, and I think that has really helped us over the 100 years to be able to provide the services we need for our customers.
Absolutely. And as a customer of First Bank, I love the app. It's been tremendous help for me, and I'm appreciative that y'all even have something that is that interactive, that, it kind of helps me not have to run to the bank every day if I have a question or if I have to do a transaction or something. So I'm grateful for it.
Good. Well, I think that's important, and we want banking to be as easy as it can, but we want you to know here when you have a problem.
Absolutely. And also along those lines, what do you think has been the biggest contributors to the bank being open for 100 years? What do you think makes that difference to help y'all stay open?
I think people are a huge difference there. And I think the fact that the people who started the bank 100 years ago, they started the bank not to become rich. They started the bank to provide services for the local community, for the local businesses, to help the community grow. And of course, it's an old trite deal, but what's good for the community is good for us. And having people with a commitment to service has just made a huge difference over this 100 years. And I think that's what separated us from a lot of banks. I
couldn't agree more. What, in your opinion, does a bank have to accomplish to achieve being open for that long? I mean, I know we talked about the community, the people in itself, but what else do you think is that the bank has to accomplish to make sure that happens?
Well, I think, again, we're a relationship bank. We have many customers who are second and third generation customers, or businesses who are in their second and third generation. So I really believe that our emphasis on relationship and being able to take care of our customers is certainly what makes a huge impact.
What about First Bank separates it from other banks, in your opinion?
Well, I think going back to what I talked about before, a service mentality is certainly a big thing. We want to provide good service. We are committed to our community to provide, whether it's the city, whether it's the county, whether it's individual businesses. We want to be involved in what happens in the counties that we serve. And I think along with technology, keeping up with technology and being able to provide what the customers want, that attitude of service and relationship makes all the difference.
Now, you've talked a little bit about what y'all, the community being a huge part of the bank and what y'all do. First Bank is a community bank, like you stated. How does the bank give back and positively affect the community that they're in? They're not only in Hendry and Glades, but they're also in Lee County. What do y'all do for those communities?
Well, I think, one thing is we're on everybody's list to come and ask for a donation. And, in most cases, we're happy to do that. We want to donate to the Little League, to football, to just the various things that happen in a community. But we also volunteer, and part of for employees to get their bonus at the end of the year, they have to have so many volunteer hours in the community. Because
wow.
We're a community bank, and we want to be there to help different, whether it's helping manning the concession stand at a football game or helping the hospital when they have a fundraiser or wherever it might be. Our employees are volunteers in the community, and certainly I think that helps create a positive attitude there.
Absolutely. I love that. I think that's a great idea. I wish more companies had that kind of attitude about it. Y'all are hosting right now Customer Appreciation Days throughout the year, and there are 2 left. When are they, and what should people expect when they attend?
Well, September 22nd here at the main office and October 19th at our LaBelle office. Both events are from 11 to 1. We will have free food. We'll have a raffle. We'll have some merchandise, and we would just love for everybody to come out and enjoy the day and lunch on First Bank.
Well, that sounds amazing. I will definitely be there. After these last 2 appreciation days, y'all are going to host a grand finale. What is that?
We are.
And when is all that happening?
That'll be in Moorhaven, November the 16th at the Bronson Rodeo Ground, a covered event there. And we will have food trucks, we'll have giveaways, but our special guest speaker is former Arkansas governor and presidential candidate Mike Huckabee.
Oh.
Will come and speak, and it's free for anyone who wants to come. We do have a website set up at firstonebank100.com. We just ask for you to come register to get a ticket. We just are trying to, we want to get a handle on how many people are going to be there, but we hope there'll be 2,000 or 3,000 people there. And again, that's firstonebank100.com to just get a free ticket and just sign up for that if you can.
Absolutely. And going ahead and going to the website, getting your free ticket, it kind of gives y'all an idea of the head count, so you make sure there's enough food and everything for everybody. So
absolutely.
Go get your ticket on the website. They're free. You don't have to pay for them, but go get them now so they have the head count and go and attend the event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it will be. And Governor Huckabee, he is on TV and has his own show from time to time, so he is really an excellent speaker. This will be right after the national election, so he should have a lot to talk about, so it should be an exciting evening. It
should be. I agree. I'm looking forward to that. We're talking today to Miller Couse, chairman of the board of First Bank. First Bank, 100 years, many locations, one community. Of course, they're celebrating their centennial birthday, 100 years of business. Can't imagine it. I am floored that you've been there for 100 years. I am in good hands. Thank you so much for stopping in and talking to us today on Big Lake Now.
Thank you very much, Tanya.
Y'all have a great one, and we'll see you soon.